Alright guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Go episode. So today we're going to go over the Pokemon Go Valentines event of this year. And as you can see on the screen, and we did discuss this in the previous episode, Mega Gardevoir is finally coming to Pokemon Go. Big Pokemon. Obviously, gets its fairy type in as well. Oh, such a good one to have. If you played Sapphire and Ruby, Gardevoir is like key in that game. It's so good. So let's go over what's going to be in the Valentine's Day event. Obviously, we'll go over the big one first, which is brand new Mega Gardevoir. So Mega Gardevoir does get its signature move. It is going to be in the usual 4-star raid format. Gardevoir and Gallade can both be evolved and get in a signature move called Synchronoise. It's not the greatest of moves, if I'm really honest, and there are better moves for both of these Pokemon, so not really that much of a key attack to get or to keep. However, it's good enough for now. Looks like during the event we would be getting 2x Stardust from opening gifts, and then lore modules will be lasting 2 hours more. 2 hours instead of the usual 60 minutes, so that's always good. More Pokemon around. Obviously, if you work in a busy area, like so, for me, I'd say Manchester, Liverpool, London, because I'm in the UK. You get loads of Pokestops in one area. Having that extra hour is a really good thing to have. Timed research for the event. So, looks like we'll be getting Frillish, both forms of Frillish shinies for this event as well, which is actually pretty decent. They've not been in the game before, so that's also good. Not the greatest of Pokemon again, though, but at least we're getting new shinies, new content for the game. And I believe there is some good things coming from this Valentine's Day event in the form of this time research anyway. So you will have a choice of one of 3 different pathways to go on. So you can either choose extra EXP for catching Pokemon, you can get extra candy from catching Pokemon, or increase the duration of daily adventure. See, I'm in two minds about this one, because extra candy would be decent. However, there's not any good Pokemon other than Gardevoir. And just looking at my account in front of me, I have 1,100 routes candy, so it's not like I'm going to be missing out. So I'll most likely go for the duration of daily adventuring sense. However, I do usually miss them. I don't mean to, it's just I always forget to activate it. So for me, I probably will choose a daily adventure in sense, especially it gives you that extra 15 minutes to try and get them Galarian birds that every time I found one just run away. There is a global challenge that will be available from the 7th of Feb up until the 14th. Work together with other trainers around the world by sending gifts to your friends. If trainers send enough gifts, they'll unlock bonuses for all trainers. So the goal is 100 million gifts, which shouldn't be that hard with the amount of people that play the game. 2 times transfer XL candy for trainers level 31 or above. That's really good. And 3 times normal transfer candy. So save all your lower Pokemon that you're not really going to keep, and do it during this event. You will get so much more candy, and it'll be much better for your account moving forward if you can take advantage of these bonuses when they are active. Obviously, we do have the Noibat event that is going on in 3 days. The comm day. Keep all your comm day Pokemon. Do your trades to get that extra XL candy and normal candy, and then wait for this event, and then transfer them all. Then you will get so much more candy, especially as Noibat is a 400 candy Pokemon, this will help out so much. Furfrou, you can finally, for the first time, you get it once a year, you can go for this Heart Trim Furfrou as a form. If you are lucky enough to have a shiny, I did go and try and get a Furfrou shiny. I did not get one myself. However, you can basically change your Furfrou into this heart-shaped heart form, and it'll be the only time during the year. Sorry about that. Only time in the year you can get this until next year, and that's if it is in next year's Valentine's Day event, which it should be because of the form itself. But you never know, they might change it up. So definitely get this while you can. Changing the form from one trim to another will be 25 Furfrou candy and 10,000 Stardust, which is nothing. So, let's go through the wild encounters during this event. So, we do have both male and female Nidorans. We have Skitty, Volby, Illumise, Woobat, Frillish, Flabébé, or red form, blue form, yellow form, normal form, Furfrou, and Morlo. And that is 8 out of the 12 Pokemon there can be found shiny in the wild, which is amazing. However, most of the Pokemon there are not good except for collections. So the red form of Flabébé will be appearing in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. The blue form will be appearing in Asia, Pacific region, and then the yellow will be in the America. So if you're trying to collect them all, you will need friends in these areas, and eventually when they meet, they can trade you them. And then you might also encounter Chansey, Ordino, Alola, white Flabébé form, and orange Flabébé form. The only big ones here for me is the Ordino for Stardust. You get around 2,100 per capture. So if you do get them, if you see one on the map, just put a star. Like if you get to one where there's loads on the map, put your star piece on. Just because they give that much Stardust compared to normal Pokemon, it's actually a really big addition to your account once they all stack up. Getting a shiny Chansey would also be nice. I think I do already have one, but I did evolve it into a Blissey. Let me just have a look on my account. Yeah, so I have already evolved one. But getting the shinies of these other three Pokemon again would be pretty decent. White and orange form. The Flabébés aren't shiny yet, which is a shame. But it is what it is. So let's now move on to eggs. So from the 7k eggs, you'll be able to get Lickitung, Smoochum, Happiny, Frillish, both forms, and Alola. I would be going for them eggs just to get the Happiny. And then potentially the Frillish. But once again, not that great of a selection. There's what I would do if I was at Niantic. I would always put a key Pokemon in there, something that's going to attract people to open them eggs. So for me, there isn't one. But in there for pink Pokemon, let's have a look. You could put, obviously in raids, you could put Palkia, etc. But I'm just trying to see what Pokemon you could put, because there's not actually that many that is pink. Even like Eevee for Espeon. You know, something that people are going to get value out of. So I don't actually see anything that is meta in them eggs. which is quite confusing why they've done that, but it doesn't matter. Aerodactyl would have actually been... The shiny Aerodactyl is pink, so it would actually fit the theme of this event. Alola obviously is in there. Yeah, so there's not actually that many, but I'm sure they could have added a Pokemon to this to make it a bit more appetizing for people to go and open these eggs during this event. Let's move on to raids now. So for the 1-star raid, you have Chansey, Shinx, Natural Form, Furfrou, and Esper. All these can be shiny, which is good. I mean, I would be going for the Furfrou and Chansey, because Shinx did get a comm day. 3-star race, so you got Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Lickitung, Miltank, and Gallade. Gallade would actually be a decent one here, just to get that candy to basically max out your Mega Gardevoir. It's an easy way of getting the same amount of candy as a Mega Gardevoir, but in a 3-star raid that you can do singly. 5-star raid, for the first time in Pokemon Go, Tapu Lele can be found shiny. All the Tapus aren't the greatest of Pokemon in the game, however, it's a decent looking shiny. So if you can get a few free raids in with your free passes, try your luck. However, this is the one you should be going for. Mega Gardevoir will be a powerhouse on anyone's team. With its dual typing, I believe it is Fairy. I'm sure it is. But we can always check on... Not Gallade, sorry. Gardevoir. Yeah. So, Mega Gardevoir is Psychic and Fairy. So, a very good Pokemon to have. Its shiny looks amazing. That probably will be in the thumbnail. But yeah, Mega Gardevoir, I'd say you're going to need... How much candy is it to evolve? I think it's 200. It'll be about 200 to Mega Evolve this Gardevoir for the first time. So you're looking about, I'd say 1200 to 1400 energy to max one out. If you're going to do what I do, which is I max out one and get maybe 800 extra energy just to do the other two to a certain level first. It'll be a bit... You'll be using a few more raid passes, but it will be worth it in the long run. You will have that Pokemon sat ready for any event coming up that is Psychic or Fairy types. And I don't currently have a Fairy type Mega, so this helps me out a lot. So, field research tasks. We do have a Pikachu, Eevee, Ralts, Lovedisk, Hippopotas, Frillish again, and Litleo. And then you could also encounter Chansey, Spinder with a heart pattern. That's decent for any collectors collecting all the Spinders. Combi, Audino, good. If you do get a field research with Audino, save it. Encounter it and run. It'll get saved in your field research, like at the top. And then when a 2-time Stardust event comes out, that's when you need to go and catch this. Because then you can have a lot stacked up, put a start piece on, and catch them all. That way you can maximize your Stardust takeaway from this, and basically improve your account to improve your Pokemon to move forward in the game. And then, like normal, there are some stickers available and some new outfits, which I'm guessing will need to be used Pokecoins to get. Oh wow, yeah, and also during this event we have the Lovedisk Research Day. So Lovedisk is a Pokemon that came out during, I believe, GoFest. I did get one from GoFest, I believe. Was it GoFest? It's not saying on my account that it's from GoFest, but I'm sure it was. Quite a rare shiny. I didn't see that many of them. But I probably won't be going for this hard, as I do already have one, and it's not that key of a Pokemon. However, if like I say, you do get a lot more Pokemon spawning that aren't relevant to the actual event. So Slowpoke, you've got Slowbro Mega, so good Pokemon to get candy for. Lickitung, not that decent. Miltank, same. Lilip, same. Feebas, the same. Spirities, the same. Fermantis, I haven't actually got the evolved form of Fermantis yet, so that would be a good one for me to get. And then obviously Milotic is also a good Pokemon. Very hard shiny to get, Feebas. The amount of time it took me to get one during the event was where it was just from Pokestops and field research. It took a long time to get. So overall, the event, it's actually not too bad. This transfer candy makes it a lot better. Once we achieve that, that'll be key to making this event worth it. Just so you can maximize, obviously, your candy and your XL candy for Pokemon that you've got saved up. And then also, the Mega Gardevoir, that's key for my account because I don't have a Fairy type Mega so far. And then all the Ordinos that will be spawning to get mega amounts of Stardust. So it is going to be a decent event. Obviously the spawns could be a bit better, but other than that, I think it'll be a nice event to push us on towards the big one of the month, which is the Hoenn Tour and the Primal Rumblings event. So thank you all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I will speak to you all in the next one.